So decisiveness is related to boundaries. So it makes sense that that would be the question that you would ask this week. Here's the most valuable thing I've got on this is when I waited and looked for the person who would help me do the thing, I got scammed, I got confused, I got misled, and I got ripped off. When I didn't wait and I tried as hard as possible to do the thing that I was trying to do, then the people I needed appeared. And so focus less on trying to find the people that you need to find and focus more on trying to do the thing that you need to do. As you're doing the thing that you need to do, be open to the person who will help you do it. But don't stop what you're doing to try to find the person who will fix your life. Try as hard as you can to fix your life and be open to the person who will help along the way. And this works in the micro and it works in the macro. Like I was trying to figure out AI bots and stuff like that. And at first I was like, okay, what's the best tutorial? What's the person who's like knows the most about this? Who can I go to? And then I said, oh, forget that. Just try to make the AI bot. And so I started making them and doing a terrible job. And then I learned a little bit. And then a couple weeks later, I was on a call with a lady who had exactly the solutions that I need, and she was giving them to me for free. It happens like this all over and over again. When you start to do the thing that you're trying to do and you try to execute well on it, and you remain open, you remain questioning to other people, people are excited to help you. But if you are busy looking for the person who's going to save you, then only the people who want your money are going to work with you. I'm not saying you can't, pay for a good solution. You absolutely can. I'm just saying that you aren't going to get those people who are awesome on your side. Even this, like what I'm doing here is for people who are really trying to do something. I'm not trying to scam people. I'd be doing a terrible job if I were trying to scam people. All my marketing is wrong. If that were my goal. The people that you need are on the other side of action and decisiveness. And what I have found is people tend to either be indecisive and look for the person that's going to save them, or they are decisive and they are unwilling to listen to the people around them. The reality is you need both. You need to be decisive and you need to be open. So do you do the thing where you're like, oh, I want to do this thing. I'm trying really hard. I'm doing a great job trying to do this thing, but I'm not quite making the progress that I'd like to, so I'm open to advice. And then somebody comes in and says, oh, I see what you're doing. Well, here's my advice is you should do this other thing. And you go, oh my God, you're totally right. I should do this other thing. That's terrible. And that's most advice on earth. That's most advice that you get at a party. When you go to a party and you're chatting to a random person, you're like working on selling life insurance. And somebody comes in and they go, man, you're doing great, but like what you really should be doing is working on, selling financial advisory services. It's like total subject change. That's not helpful. And then it can get it even more micro than that, where like you're working on trying to sell life insurance and you're at a party and you're like, man, I'm trying to optimize this life insurance funnel through, texting. And somebody goes, oh, well, you know what? You should stop doing texting. You should switch everything to Telegram because Telegram has all the things that you want. What you have to do is you have to find a way to go, I'm trying to learn texting. And then somebody is willing to sit with you and go, oh, what are you trying to learn about texting? What are your roadblocks with texting? Oh, here's the nuance of texting. This is what you need to fix inside of texting. And very, very few people will work with you in that sort of a way. This is what I do when I work with people is I try to help them learn how to do what they do better as opposed to do something different. But most people try to get somebody else to do something different. It's super destructive. It's super shiny object syndrome. The way you start to make this work with other people is you have to learn how to get kind of really stubborn in one place and really open in another. And so I have to go to fancy events where people are doing things way bigger than what I'm doing. And I have to look at their results and be comfortable going, meh, like I'm just doing the thing that I'm doing. How could I do it better? You have to have this sort of like stubbornness around, I'm just chugging away at my thing. But then you have to have this openness of, I'm totally open to like any possibility of how to do my thing better. And so sometimes that means switching from, for example, texting to Telegram. It's more about like, can you get the person to give you advice that's really close to what you're already doing? With you, like I've given you some direct advice. I've told you to optimize for good as opposed to perfect. And that made a big difference actually in the way you were approaching things. And it's going to turn into a skill set that you develop over time. And it's going to make you a way better musician. That advice was something that you could implement in the studio. I didn't tell you to leave the studio and go do something different. I told you to take what you were already doing and make a tiny little adjustment that would make it easier to do more of what you were doing. And so part of this is about looking for a particular kind of advice, which is how to do what you're doing better as opposed to how to go do something different. And so for your original question of A, how do I lock in and be more decisive? And B, how do I get the knowledge that I need to get from the people I need to get it from? A, what you do is you start practicing decisiveness. You practice just making decisions faster. You go, okay, I'm going to spend 3 hours of working on this project where I'm not being indecisive. I'm going to literally just practice. Here I come up with a thing. I could totally do this wrong. I could spend 3 hours nitpicking it and trying to get it right. I'm not going to do that. I'm not allowed to nitpick right now. I'm only allowed to just do it. Then you get practice being decisive. Along with this, it's going to make you lock in more. It's going to make you less prone to openness. You are less open to the people around you. The place where you stay open to the people around you is in the channel that you're already going in. To get your life together, go to the link in the description or go to apply.joshterryplays.com.